Alrighty, yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. DDG94 here, back with another reaction video. Today, we finna react to ranking every villain in 2K history part 2. Without further ado, let's get right into it.
Today, we're going to continue to rank every villain in NBA 2K history. Last time we covered some of the most hated characters in 2K history, but there's still plenty of villains left to rank. Starting off with Vic from NBA 2K16. Vic is kind of difficult for me to rank because over the years, my opinion on him has changed. Last year in my Was Vic from NBA 2K16 a Bad Friend video, I said this about Vic. To answer the question at the beginning of the video, was Vic a bad friend? While Vic let the fact that you were his friend and you made it to the NBA get to his head, I can't blame him for that. It can make anyone feel insecure seeing your best friend become an NBA player and you're considered a bum. Especially because Vic asked you for help starting his music career and you basically ignored him. I don't think Vic had a bad heart. I don't think any harm he caused was intentional. Do I think Vic was perfect? No, but who is? Overall, I think Vic was a good friend. May he rest in peace. But after a year of growing and maturing, I finally realized Vic was a bad friend. While he may have been a real friend in the beginning, Vic eventually started to use his friendship with Freak as an excuse to take advantage of him. He expected Freak to clean up every mess he made, give him money whenever he needed it, and protect him from the consequences of his own decisions. But to me, the moment where Vic really crossed the line was the Dirt Bike Donnie situation. If you don't know about the Dirt Bike Donnie situation, essentially there was a guy back in the day named Donnie messing with Freak, and allegedly Freak pushed him down a flight of stairs, taking his life. And because Freak clearly had more potential in life because he could possibly make it to the NBA, Vic took the blame for it. Vic was definitely a good friend for taking the fall for the Dirt Bike Donnie situation, which is why I originally said he was a good friend. But once Vic started holding the sacrifice he made for Freak against him, it became hard to look at Vic as a good friend. It's clear to me now that Vic was a nuisance to your career and ultimately a bad friend, so he deserves to be ranked in the villain tier. The next villain we have is
I feel like Vic was, I wouldn't say villain, I would say more of a nuisance than a villain. He was more of a nuisance than a villain, in my personal opinion. I think he was more of a nuisance. Like, he's there, but he has his ways about him, but he not all that bad. He was there for you, bro. He supported you. He got you. You know what I'm saying? He was there for you when you needed him. It's just when you got to the NBA, he just felt like everything I did for you when we was all broke, now you rich, you know what I'm saying? Pay me back. So yeah, I would consider him a nuisance more than a villain.
Marcus Young from NBA 2K19. In this storyline, we play as AI, and it seems like nothing can go his way. No team wanted him in the draft, so he has to play overseas, and it just seems like he gets disrespected the entire time. And as soon as he starts to play good, he gets traded for whatever value they can get for him. The good news is he gets traded back to America, so he gets to play for a team in LA for a little bit. But the bad news is this doesn't last long because he quickly gets traded and ends up in a small town called Fort Wayne, Indiana. Despite being at the lowest point of his basketball career and feeling like an absolute failure, he decides to make the best of it and get to know his new teammates. And this is when we run into arguably the worst villain in NBA 2K history, Marcus Young.
Hey, can I get through real quick?
No, I'm good.
Look, bro, I'm gonna need you to slide over, okay? That's my locker.
See you on the floor.
Yeah, by far, he was probably the worst villain out of everybody. And that's why I say 2K19 probably had the best story. I honestly feel like 2K19 had the best story. The best written story. 2K16, it was good, but it wasn't all that. It was you know what I'm saying? 2K17, I feel like there was barely any story there. 2K15, there was barely any story there. 2K14, barely any story there. 2K18 was fucking terrible. 2K19 was good. 2K20's, it started off good, it just went downhill. It just went downhill the further you went into the story. I never played 21, so I can't tell you about that one. 22, terrible. 23, terrible. And the rest of them I haven't played. I haven't played any of the newer 2K since 2K23. So yeah.
Marcus is the star player for the Fort Wayne Maddens, and from the moment AI arrives, he makes it clear that he doesn't want him there. And before their first game, Marcus tries to intimidate AI and let him know his role on the team.
Yeah, yo, check this out, man. When we get out there, I want to be sure that we are clear about who I am and who you are.
Hey, look, man. Coach wanted me here. Okay, that means that he thought that the roster was missing something. It was lacking. Now, I know who I am. So if I was to take a guess about who I would say you are, I'd say you're lacking.
It's my team. It's not yours. It's never going to be yours. I'm going to get my numbers.
Hey, man, everyone gets numbers. But they gotta be big if they mean something.
Okay. Let's see who scores the most points tonight.
Okay, you're on.
I really like
I made sure to never pass that nigga the ball. I made sure it's my mission to never pass that nigga the ball. I ain't set no screens for that nigga, nothing. Matter of fact, I tried to block that nigga's shot.
how AI lets Marcus know he's
"Fuck
not
you,
going to
nigga."
back down.
That's
You
how much I
dominated
hate
your
him.
first game with the Maddens, which is a good thing, but after already talking trash with Marcus, he feels embarrassed and wants to have a word with you.
Think you own the court? You think you own this locker room now?
Nah, but I think I just scored more points than you tonight. And I think I'm gonna do the same thing tomorrow night, and the next, and the next.
That's how it is? That's what you think? Hey, whoa, guys! Is that what you think is going to happen?
Hey, it's okay, man, it's okay. I'm just trying to get under Marcus's skin. And it's working.
Now, I can't lie, that cutscene gave AI a lot of aura, and I like how he's been handling the Marcus situation so far. But unlike a lot of 2K villains who are just annoying, Marcus is dangerous because he actually has control over your career. He's literally your teammate. So while you may have won the battle, the war continues. After the conversation with Marcus, another one of your teammates invites you out to lunch. While you and your teammate discuss your beef with Marcus, this is when we're introduced to the biggest cornball in NBA 2K history, the busboy from the diner named Howie. He comes over and glazes you for being a G League player, and then 2 seconds later he asks you to be your social media manager. At first it seems like our character AI can tell he's a cornball and declines his offer, but later on you run into Howie at a carnival and he shows you a highlight reel he made for you.
Oh! Man, where did you find all this?
Man, I just told you I made it.
Wait, you made this just since we met at lunch?
Yeah, it doesn't take long. Rip some clips, editing software, add some music, done.
And you can put all this on social media?
I can make this set fire to social media, like crash sites. Maybe not actually do that, you know. I have this problem with overpromising. I'm trying to catch myself when I start to do it. But we're doing pretty good so far, man. 1,500 retweets already.
People are taking notice.
We're gonna make them take notice, dude. You give me a couple days.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, would you like to be my new social media rep?
This highlight reel and his persistence is enough for you to hire him as your social media manager. But your relationship with Howie quickly takes a turn because you also meet this girl at the carnival you want to take serious.
I mean, I think about her all the time. Like, she's in my head, man. Like, it's actually kind of nice. You know, it feels right. It feels like something's happening.
But instead of being a genuine friend in this moment, Howie tries to find a way to turn your relationship into a story he can write about.
We open on the two of you driving through Amish country. You're going through one of those covered bridges. New idea. Yeah, you're wearing those hats and overalls. Yeah. You open it up on the 2-lane blacktop. You see those rows of corn going by. She's looking at you, and you can see it in her eyes. This is good, man. I can sell this. What are you doing this weekend?
All right, let's reel it in, Zach. Let's reel it in. All right, let's tell the game. Okay, let's focus on the game.
There's no line anymore, AI. It's all the same brand. You want to get to the next level? This is what you have
Let's
to do.
keep it at the game for now, okay, man? Come on.
That's not enough.
Well, it has to be. Okay? For now?
Fine. For now.
A good friend should be able to respect one to keep your relationship off social media, but instead you can clearly tell this made Howie upset. Howie's role in this story seems insignificant until later on you overhear Marcus having a suspicious conversation over the phone.
Listen, I want you to start selling what Marcus Young is going to be 6 months from now. Then they're going to turn around real quick. Exactly. See, you and I are going to do great things. Watch. So I'm in Texas right now. We have one more game against the Vipers, but then after that, I want you to. Yeah, I'll call you back tomorrow.
It's never mentioned who Marcus is on the phone with, but something doesn't seem right.
I didn't hear you.
It's your room too. You can take a call.
Yeah, but I just didn't want to take it in the hallway because everybody would hear me asking, like, Marcus, what's going on, you know? You know how it is.
Yeah, man, I get it. Yeah.
Only a matter of time.
All right, well, you know what? I'll let you get back to it. And I'm sure you got a few more phone calls to make.
Nah, I got too much energy. I'm about to go get a run in. You can take the room. Plus, you look real tired anyway.
You know, there's more to this game than taking the last shot and getting your numbers. Corey Harris taught me that.
Oh, really? Tell me more. Were you guys on the beach under the stars?
Man, go take your walk, man.
I met plenty of people like you, AI.
You know nothing about me, bro.
You think you're special. You think the whole world revolves around your thoughts, your feelings. I got a family and people counting on me just like you. There's 491 players in the NBA. Most of them, like Corey Harris, they blue blood, so everything was just handed to them. The rest of us, we down here, we gotta fight for the few spots that they didn't take. So if the only chance I have is by stepping over my competition, I'm gonna do that by any means necessary. And right now, that's you. You better believe if I gotta go through you, I'm gonna slice you right down the middle. Hey, yo! That path.
Doesn't have to be that way, man.
It does have to be that way.
Hey, yo!
Even though your little girlfriend downtown got your brain all...
Don't you dare bring her into this.
Whoa!
Don't you dare talk about her.
Whoa.
Don't you dare.
Whoa. I touched the nerve. Fight back,
Marcus says something about your girlfriend. Tension started to escalate and he decided to get in his face.
Keep talking, man. I dare you. Keep talking.
Hey! Knock it off!
Your coach breaks up the fight, and after that, things settle down and your teammate has an idea to blow off some steam. He shows you that he has illegal fireworks and invites you outside to light them together. Unfortunately, you guys accidentally shoot a firework at the hotel you're staying at and end up starting a fire. Your coach is furious, but luckily he doesn't know exactly who started the fire, so he gives everyone a warning and you continue on with the night. So at this point, the coast is clear for now. You get through the night and move on to the next game. During halftime at the next game, you and your team realize you have a tough matchup and Marcus has a favorable matchup. So you decide to be the bigger man and put your differences to the side.
Marcus. Hey, you want to beat these guys? Let's do it together. Pick and roll.
What's the catch?
No catch. I'm about winning. That's how we do it.
And it worked. You and Marcus are able to lead the team to victory. It seems like this is the perfect time for you and Marcus to form a dynamic duo. But out of nowhere, your coach wants to have a word with you.
What? Come on!
He shows you a video of you shooting the illegal fireworks into the hotel and kicks you off the team. And you know there's only one person who would do something like this, so you go to the diner to confront Marcus face to face.
Marcus the legend? Didn't even bother to change your username, did you?
You look upset.
You a snake.
Hey, man, I told you I would do everything I have to do to climb over you.
He did warn you.
And you just happen to be careless enough to turn your back on me. You'd be lying if you said to yourself that you wouldn't do the same thing. So, checkmate. Game over.
I feel like at this point, I probably would have smacked Marcus. I mean, think about it. He literally went behind your back to get you kicked off the team and is now laughing in your face. But instead of choosing violence, AI decides to take the high road.
Oh, man. I had a friend once tell me that people can recognize desperation just as quickly as talent. And I didn't listen to him. I mean, I knew he was talking to me, but I just figured, just words. I didn't care. But I get it now. In this exact second, me running in here, hollering at you, getting caught up in all this, It's the league. Seeing you now is like, it's like looking in a mirror. And if that's what it takes, I don't want it. So yeah, man, you gonna get the call now, sure, but it won't last, Marcus. Teammates, coaches, they gonna smell it on you. All that fake hustle, that locker room chess. You're just gonna grind yourself straight back here to where you started. Just a sad weekend amateur, struggling to put the ball through.
Cool story, bro. Seriously, like, beautiful, amazing story. I like this so much. I'm going to text you a picture of my first game check. Oh, are you still here? We're done, right?
Yeah, man. We done.
It sucks that you got kicked off the team, but now the rivalry between you and Marcus should be over, right? This would be the case if Marcus was a normal villain, but he's on a whole different level. Not only does he want you off the Mad Ants G League team, he also wants you to never be able to play basketball again. Because while you try and move on from this and search for the next step in your struggling basketball career, him and Howie come back to get their revenge.
You're done.
I didn't look so bad. You didn't. You recorded that whole conversation?
I did.
He doesn't know I'm helping you, does he?
Marcus lets Howie know that he's been recording this entire time, and it seems like they're gonna try and spin this and make you look bad. Later that night, Marcus and Howie edit the clip and post it online to ruin your reputation.
This is AI coming at you from Indiana, all by way of China. It's just gonna be a matter of time before the NBA sees what I can do. Fort Wayne, I can't wait to kiss his sorry excuse for a town goodbye. Corey Harris, I'm coming for you. You're gonna be buried right next to Marcus Young.
No, that's not me.
After seeing this clip, you're outraged and search for Howie.
Hey, excuse me, hey. Your busboy Zach Coleman, is he here? No. Well, when's he gonna be back? I need to talk to him.
I don't know. He's off in the NBA, living his dream, managing Marcus Young. We're all very proud.
I know. Marcus Young?
Yes.
That's what he said?
Yes. Friendly piece of advice.
Fort Wayne, I can't wait to kiss his sorry excuse for a town goodbye.
I'd try to find somewhere else to eat.
The rivalry between you and Marcus started with him wanting you off the team, and now you can't even eat at your favorite restaurant anymore. And the worst part is, Marcus finally catches his big break and makes it to the NBA. It's easy to see why everyone calls Marcus Young one of the biggest villains in 2K history. He literally ruined your career because he couldn't put his ego to the side. You could make the argument that this is all AI's fault because he should have never lit the illegal fireworks in the first place, but I think all of us can agree that Marcus getting that video of you posted and recording you without your permission to try and twist it for the media is borderline psychotic. And the crazy part is, in the end, it all works out for him. He gets to be in the NBA playing for the Spurs, and you're still stuck in Fort Wayne, Indiana. For most people, this is where the storyline ends. In real life, AI would probably settle down in Fort Wayne, start a family, probably work at a factory or something like that. But luckily for AI, this is 2K, and as we all know, you always make it to the NBA eventually. Eventually, your girlfriend was able to prove that the clip Marcus posted was edited. And now that your name's cleared, somehow a coach recognizes you and you get a second chance to play in the final game of the season for the Minnesota Timberwolves to go against Marcus Young and the Spurs. You finally get your opportunity to prove that you're better than Marcus. I think it's safe to say Marcus Young is definitely going in the villain tier. He might just be the worst villain in 2K history. There's no line he wouldn't cross to ruin your career. Next, we have Hendrix Cobb from 2K21. Unlike Marcus Young, who has to pull off the court antics to try and get ahead, in this storyline, you're the one trying to catch Hendrix. Through your entire college career, you see Hendrix Cobb constantly ranked higher than you. And it even gets to the point
Okay, so it's 2K21. I have no idea what this is.
where your girlfriend at the time brings him up in an argument.
Maybe Hendrix Cobb will always be better than you.
But instead of trying to ruin his career, you eventually match up against him on the court to try and prove you're better than him. And before the game, you guys have a heartfelt conversation.
Yo. Yo,
Hendrix, what's up, man?
Hey, if the idea of facing me got you down, look, I get it. That's a long list of people who feel the same way.
Yeah, that must be it.
Hey, there was a game. We were 9. I was on the bench and you was playing. And these two adults was
Yeah, they said I had all the upside and you need to match my hustle.
I told you this story.
You always tell me the story.
And one of the guys was your dad.
My dad. Yeah. And you know my dad ain't say that to you?
Hey, I didn't say he said it to me. I heard him say it to another adult. And you know, when adults say stuff to other adults, it's definitely real.
Yeah.
Look, man, after that season, you quit and went all in on football.
It's just... It's been a long season.
That it has. See you on the floor.
See you on the floor.
While Hendrix Cobb's villain storyline might not be as in-depth as Marcus Young's, I think it was important for me to show an example of a rivalry that had mutual respect. The competition between you and Hendrix stays basketball related, which is why I'm gonna rank Hendrix Cobb in the respectable beef tier. Before we get to our final villain in NBA 2K history, I'm gonna list off a few names that come to mind that some may consider villains, but I personally wouldn't consider them to be. Starting off with our first honorable mention, we have Patrick Wells from 2K25. We're first introduced to Patrick
Never played 25, so I wouldn't know.
while we're in high school. He's the star player on the other team, but he's not really cocky or anything like that. He knows the entire time that you're better than him, and the next year you guys even end up teaming up. And he also ends up becoming your agent once you make it to the NBA, so I don't really think I can consider him a villain. The next honorable mention we have is B Fresh. I remember in the first ranking every villain video, there was a comment with a bunch of likes that said I should have included B Fresh, but I don't really think she was a villain. She was mostly just really annoying. I guess you can make the argument
She's not a villain. I just say she's a character that should have never came into the fold. That's all I'm gonna say. A character that should have never existed.
that maybe her talking over people in meetings or just, you know, like laying around in your apartment could make her a villain, but I think that would be a stretch. And you could also make the argument for Shammy Wells, who was also in 2K18, but even though he may have been hard on you your rookie year by making you his rookie, he quickly dropped the tough guy act and became more of a friend and a mentor, so I also won't be considering him a villain either. I just want to try my best to make this video as thorough as possible so we don't miss anyone, but at this point I think I managed to cover every villain in 2K history except one. So for the last villain on the list from the current 2K game, 2K26, we have Tyson Ice McCall. As I'm sure most of you guys already know, 2K has unfortunately put less and less effort into my career over the years, so if you expected this video to end off with an in-depth analysis like Marcus from 2K19 like it should, sadly you'd be mistaken. The villain storyline in 2K26 is really lackluster and
Bro, that looked like the last player from 2K21. Looked like the same player model. Damn, 2K got lazy. God damn.
God damn! God damn! God damn!
They literally look the same.
God damn it! Ah!
corny, so I'm warning you now, get ready to cringe. In this storyline, the main goal is to make your way up the 2K youth circuit, and once you start making your way up the list, your teammates pull you aside to tell you about your next opponent.
You ready, MP? You gotta play the game of your life tonight just for us to even have a chance.
Yo, I know I cooked you last time we played J Moore, but that's Nike's EYBL Select out there. If we're not all on point, they're gonna take turns dogging us. It ain't just on me tonight.
Yeah, but you're checking ice. Dude's a future lotto pick, man. I'm nice and all, but he's on a different level.
Okay, since y'all all highly regarded, why don't y'all tell me what's so special about Tyson Ice McCall? Hey, I'm serious. Put that high basketball IQ to use and help me help us.
He is a bucket, okay? A threat from everywhere. You can't give him any daylight.
He's a machine, bro. You can wait for him to make a mistake, but he never does. He's fundamentally sound.
And dude goes crazy in the clutch. Goat mode stuff. Yep. That's why they call him Ice.
Casual. Lethal. I was at Steph Curry's camp with him last year. He had that aura about him. It's obvious he's going to be a pro.
Your teammates hype up Tyson like he's going to be this in-depth villain that's going to end up derailing your career and causing you to fall in the rankings or something like that. But when you meet him, he pretty much just talks trash.
Hey, Tyson. What's up, bro? I mean, it's finally good to meet you, and I want to tell you seriously, I like really relate to your story.
MP, right?
Right.
How'd you make this team?
What you mean?
Usually your league sends their best players to get clowned by us. Then there's you. I don't get it.
Okay, see, that type of disrespect, why are you capping like you don't know about me yet?
Oh, I know who you are. You're Dion's little pet. He got bored working with blue chippers, plucked you out of nowhere, then you had a hot few weeks, so you start feeling yourself. Here's the thing. I know that you know that this ain't real. I know that you're scared that one day soon the shots are gonna stop falling. You don't belong here, MP. You belong back home, you know, slinging breakfast to townies. And after this game, when you choke in front of all those scouts. That's exactly where you're going.
You end up beating Tyson in this game and never hear from him again. When I first played 2K26, I thought Tyson was gonna have somewhat of an impactful role on the story, but it ended up being really anticlimactic, especially because back in 2K19, we already saw that 2K is capable of giving us an in-depth villain storyline like Marcus Young. Even though Marcus tried to ruin our career, he's probably still my favorite villain overall, just because of how far he went to try and destroy your career. And in this storyline, Tyson just doesn't compare. So I'm gonna rank Tyson in the hater tier. While he did try and make MP feel bad, it really didn't amount to anything. But I really hope in 2K27 we get another villain similar to Marcus Young, because my career storylines are always better when there's a good villain, especially because I've been thinking about starting a My Career series in 2K27. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this two-part ranking.
Alrighty, man. That's just gonna about do it for this one, most definitely. Like I said, the 2K19 villain is by far the most in-depth villain they ever made. Like I never played 2K21, so I don't know about that villain, but it is what it is. Anyway, so I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Till then, deuces.